Hey, what's up everybody? It's your man MKBHD here. And today we're diving deep into the world of smartphones. Specifically, we're talking about why it seems like a new phone comes out every single year. Is it really necessary? Let's break it down. We've all been there. You're rocking the latest phone, feeling good, and then bam! A new one hits the market with even better features. It's a cycle that seems to repeat year after year. But why does this happen? Why can't phone manufacturers stick with a good thing for more than a year? Well, there are actually a lot of factors at play here. From rapid technological advancements to fierce market competition, the world of smartphones is constantly evolving, so buckle up as we explore the driving forces behind this annual phenomenon and whether or not you really need to upgrade every year. First, let's talk about the technological advancements. Every year we see improvements in battery life, camera quality, and processing power. These upgrades can make a significant difference in how we use our phones daily, from taking better photos to enjoying smoother gaming experiences. But it's not just about the hardware, software updates also play a crucial role. New operating systems bring enhanced security features, better user interfaces, and new functionalities. These updates can make older phones feel outdated, even if the hardware is still capable. Then there's the marketing aspect. Companies spend millions on advertising to convince us that we need the latest model. They create a sense of urgency and desire, making it hard to resist the allure of the newest gadget. So, is it necessary to upgrade every year? Not really. It depends on your needs and how you use your phone. If your current phone meets your needs, there's no rush to get the latest model. But if you crave the latest features and improvements, then go for it. Ultimately, the choice is yours. Just make sure it's a decision that makes sense for you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tech insights. Catch you in the next one. First up, let's talk tech. The truth is, technology moves at lightning speed. Every year we see significant advancements in processors, displays, camera technology, and more. Think about it. Just a few years ago, having a 12-megapixel camera on your phone was a big deal. Now we're talking about 108-megapixel sensors and beyond. These rapid advancements are driven by both consumer demand and competition among manufacturers. Everyone wants the best and latest tech, which pushes companies to constantly innovate. This constant innovation is what fuels the annual release cycle. Manufacturers want to showcase their latest and greatest, and consumers are often eager to get their hands on the most cutting-edge devices. Speaking of competition, the smartphone market is a battlefield. Major players like Apple, Samsung, Google, and others are constantly vying for your attention and your hard-earned cash. Each company wants to stand out from the crowd and offer something unique to entice you to choose their phone over the competition. This leads to a constant game of one-upmanship, where each new phone release tries to outdo the last. Think about the features that have become standard on smartphones today. High refresh rate displays, multiple camera lenses, 5G connectivity. These innovations were often introduced as premium features on flagship devices before trickling down to more affordable models. This competitive spirit is a major driving force behind the annual release cycle. It keeps manufacturers on their toes and pushes them to constantly innovate and improve their products. But it's not just the manufacturers. We, the consumers, play a role in this cycle too. Let's face it, we live in a society that thrives on new and shiny things. There's a certain allure to having the latest and greatest gadget, the one with all the newest features and capabilities. It's a status symbol, a way to show that we're tech-savvy and up-to-date. Social media also plays a role here. We see influencers and friends showing off their new phones, and it's only natural to feel a tinge of envy or desire to have the same. This desire for the latest and greatest is a powerful motivator for consumers. It keeps us engaged with the market and drives demand for new products. From old to new recycled tech in your pocket. Imagine the journey of your smartphone, from being a pile of discarded electronics to a sleek new device in your hand. Now you might be thinking, all this new tech every year must be terrible for the environment, and you'd be right to be concerned. The rapid turnover of electronic devices contributes significantly to environmental pollution. Discarded electronics, or e-waste, often end up in landfills, releasing harmful substances into the environment. The production of smartphones does have an environmental impact. From mining raw materials to the energy-intensive manufacturing processes, each step leaves a carbon footprint. However, it's not all doom and gloom. The tech industry is becoming more aware of its environmental footprint and is taking steps to become more sustainable. Companies are now investing in green technologies and sustainable practices. They're not just focusing on the end product, but also on the entire life cycle of the device. One of the ways they're doing this is by incorporating recycled materials into new phones. This means using components from old devices to create new ones. Many manufacturers are now using recycled aluminum and plastics in their devices, reducing the need to extract virgin materials. This not only conserves natural resources, but also reduces energy consumption. Additionally, there's a growing market for refurbished phones, which gives devices a second life and helps keep them out of landfills. Refurbishing involves repairing and updating old phones to make them as good as new. So, while there's still work to be done, the industry is making progress towards a more sustainable future. By choosing devices made with recycled materials or opting for refurbished phones, consumers can also play a part in this green revolution. Out with the old, planned obsolescence in smartphones. It's a term that has been thrown around a lot lately, especially as we see new models being released every year. Now let's address the elephant in the room: planned obsolescence. This concept has been a point of contention among consumers and tech enthusiasts alike. This is the idea that manufacturers intentionally design products to become obsolete or outdated after a certain period, pushing consumers to buy new ones. It's a strategy that keeps the market moving, but at what cost? While it's difficult to prove definitively that planned obsolescence is happening, there's no denying that some phones seem to slow down or experience reduced battery life after a couple of years. This often leads to frustration and the inevitable purchase of a new device. This could be due to software updates that are not optimized for older hardware, prompting users to upgrade. These updates, while meant to enhance user experience, can sometimes have the opposite effect on older models. However, it's important to note that other factors can contribute to a phone feeling slow, such as app updates that demand more resources or simply having a lot of data and apps stored on the device. Over time, these factors can accumulate, making the device feel sluggish. Ultimately, whether or not planned obsolescence is a deliberate strategy, it's a topic that sparks debate and raises valid concerns about consumer rights and environmental sustainability. Consumers are becoming more aware and vocal about these issues, demanding more transparency and longer-lasting products from manufacturers. This ongoing conversation is crucial for driving change in the industry. The price of progress: environmental impact of frequent upgrades. Let's not forget about the environmental impact of this constant upgrade cycle. Mining the raw materials for our phones, manufacturing them, shipping them around the world, all of this takes a toll on the planet. The more phones we produce and discard, the greater the environmental burden. E-waste is a growing problem, and it's crucial that we dispose of our old devices responsibly. Thankfully, many manufacturers offer recycling programs, and there are third-party options available as well. By recycling our old phones, we can recover valuable materials and reduce the demand for new mining, lessening our impact on the planet. So, with all that said, the big question is, do you really need to upgrade your phone every year? The short answer is, probably not. Unless you're a hardcore tech enthusiast or your current phone is on its last legs, chances are you can squeeze another year or two out of it. Most phones released in the past few years are still perfectly capable of handling everyday tasks. Instead of automatically upgrading every year, consider whether your current phone still meets your needs. Is it running smoothly? Does it have the features you use most? If the answer is yes, then there's no need to rush out and buy a new one. Looking ahead, it's clear that the smartphone industry needs to find a more sustainable path. Consumers are becoming more environmentally conscious, and there's growing pressure on manufacturers to reduce their environmental impact. We're already seeing some positive changes, such as the use of recycled materials and the development of more durable devices. Some companies are even exploring modular designs, where components can be easily replaced or upgraded, extending the lifespan of the phone. These are all steps in the right direction, and it will be interesting to see how the industry continues to adapt in the years to come. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to upgrade your phone is a personal one. There's no right or wrong answer, but by being mindful of the factors at play, the rapid technological advancements, the competitive market, the environmental impact, you can make a more informed choice that aligns with your values and your budget. Remember, your phone is a tool, and its primary purpose is to serve your needs. Don't let the hype cycle dictate your purchasing decisions. That's it for this deep dive into the world of smartphones. As we've seen, there are a lot of factors that contribute to the annual release cycle. From technological advancements to market competition to consumer demand, it's a complex issue with no easy answers. But by understanding the forces at play, we can make more informed choices about when and why we upgrade our devices. Ultimately, it's about finding a balance between our desire for the latest and greatest and our responsibility to be mindful of the environmental and ethical implications of our consumption. Peace out.